எல்லாம் சாயி பார்த்துக் கொள்வார், எல்லா சுமையும் சாய் சுமப்பார். எல்லாம் சாயி பார்த்துக் கொள்வார், எல்லா சுமையும் சாய் சுமப்பார். விடுதலை உனக்களிப்பார் ஸ்ரீ சாயி, விடுதலை உனக்களிப்பார் ஸ்ரீ சாயி. வருத்தத்தை விடு பொறுமையாயிரு மடி சொல்லுவார் ஸ்ரீ சாயி, வருத்தத்தை விடு பொறுமையாயிரு மடி சொல்லுவார் ஸ்ரீ சாயி. எல்லாம் சாயி, எல்லாம் சாயி பார்த்துக் கொள்வார், எல்லா சுமையும் சாய் சுமப்பார். விடுதலை உனக்களிப்பார் ஸ்ரீ சாயி.
वक्रतुण्डा महाकाया सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. नमः सूर्याय चन्द्राय मंगलाय बुधाय च गुरु शुक्र शनिश्च राहुवे केतुवे नमः. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः.
Thanks for everyone coming back after some time break. Meditation satsang is usually going to be the same same procedures, and only thing is we change the time to Sundays morning here, and of course evening for all of you in India, and other timings convenient to Asian people too. Okay. All right, with that intro, let's start. Inhale deeply with war, exhale deeply, you see, equally. Our first pranayama technique, 3 times.
O Lord.
Mhm. Mhm. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Shri Guru Bhatigaya Namaha. 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 Om Shri Guru Padigaya 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 Namaha. The deep transcendental Kriya consciousness. Let's do the first pranayam. Inhale deeply with walk. Exhale deeply sweep equally 7 times. Follow me through. The deep transcendental Kriya consciousness is the second pranayam. Inhale deeply, dwa, and exhale deeply, say halfway through. Follow me 7 times. The deep transcendental Kriya consciousness is the third pranayam. Inhale deeply with dwa, and exhale deeply, see a single breath. 7 times, follow me through. The deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, the complete mind and heart feelings. We're going to pray for the welfare of the world. As all of you know, COVID-19 has gone a little bit completely, and then suddenly it's starting showing its head in different forms, the variants. So again, pray Dhanvantri Maharshi through Mahata Babaji, Vishnu, 7 times.
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarva Maya Vinasanaya Trailogi Nadaya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantrayaya अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमाय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमाय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमाय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमाय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरयाय अमृत कलश हस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः।
Om Kriya Babaji Namo. With the deep meditation and the pranayam with your heart, mind, and soul, pray something there in your response. So that tools given by Mahavata Babaji. We are using this techniques. Now let's pray for the world peace. As all of you know, even today, war is going on in different parts of the world, particularly in Russia. Innocent people are suffering. So let's again pray Lord Bhairava to stop all these atrocities and give peace to the world. Again 7 times. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi. Thank you, everybody. Patience. As usual, we are going to continue our satsang. And as all of you know, before we left for the summer, we've been working on the book Light by Lord Muruga himself. And we are translating that in the satsang in English. So let's continue with that. I think we were in... all right, let's say a few words from the last class so that you can continue review. So if you could do it briefly.
The last class was held on June 25th, and we are resuming now. And this is the book that we are translating from Lord Muruga himself, and I just wanted to give a little bit of I'm going to go from where do I do it?
Look at the last.
Just last class, that will be, that's okay?
Yeah.
Or you want to give a
Just last class.
introduction or just last class?
Just last class.
Okay. Okay, just last class. So we were talking about energies, and the first energy that we were talking comes from the sun. Sun gives out three forms of energy. You have your mercuric energy that is coming from the sun, and then you have your heat energy that is also coming from the sun. And the sixth narigal that we are talking about is it is divided into different forms, and
16 already.
the 16 narigas, I'm sorry. The 16 narigas is divided into different forms, and there are ways in which how these narigas, how these mercury energy first comes from the sun. This is the purest form of energy that you receive from the sun during the Brahma Muhurta, that means 3 hours before the sunrise. The sun usually rises from the northeast side, and this is the way the mercury energy comes down. Once the mercury energy is coming down from the sun, we are breaking it down into 6 parts of it. So you have your mercury energy plus the toxic energy plus the heat element. That is about 6 narigas. Then you have 3 narigas of mercury energy plus toxic energy plus akash element that is coming down. The third nariga, that is the akash element, has the capacity, when it mixes with the mercury energy, and although it has the toxic energy that is coming, akash has the capacity to destroy the toxicity, and along with, so what happens is the mercury element, along with the mercury energy, along with the toxic energy of akash, when it comes in during Brahma Muhurta and we meditate during that time, the toxicity of the energy that is coming will be destroyed. Now, this combination of mercury energy, toxic energy, and akash removes the toxic energy from the brain also. So, for the brain, or for the functioning of the brain, you need the Atman and the life force, and along with the 10 rings, which are all the yuga atoms and the brain. So the mercury energy is the highest form of energy, but when it combines with water element, earth element, and air element as it reaches the earth, it changes. So what happens is this Atman plus the single atom, which is your pineal gland or the soul, position of the soul, location of the soul, plus the 10 rings. Then the mercury energy then combines with the soul atom. Now this mercury energy or this mineral is completely absorbed by the soul atom. So the path of energy is basically the mercury energy that is coming from the sun goes to the soul atom, which then makes the magnetic strand and the heat strand. Now this energy, all that you get from the sun that combined with the soul atom, is then transferred to the pituitary gland, and this energy then is also transferred to the moon gland and from the mercury gland, which is the Bud. So all this combination takes place. So the highest energy that one can get is the mercury energy plus the magnetic energy plus the heat energy and the akash. So all this energy consists of the first 15 narigal. So how do you obtain this highest energy? So more energy is given out during Brahma Muhurta, which is 3 hours before sunrise, and this is very useful for releasing the Atman from imprints and thus attain mukti or the purpose of life. So, how does it work in plants or animals? Well, and only human brain has the capacity to absorb this energy intentionally and transfer it to the various forms to attain mukti. The other living things or other living beings do not get this, do get this, I'm sorry, but not intentionally. They have to evolve further up to attain the human nature in order to get this energy intentionally. So this was up to page 41. I think we finished.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where chapter 5 is finishing. So the basic thing is the 16 Nari you need to understand, and also the magnetic gold, silver, and the further 4 energies there. Okay, so that we will be talking about copper and so on. So we will be talking about that much more in detail. So that's where we are last class. Today we're going to try as usual. We're going to first read in Tamil, where all Muruga has written down the language, and then from there then we'll translate into English. Okay, so let's go for that. ஒளி என்பது தீர்க்கமான உருவமற்றது. So all of you know the light doesn't have any proper form. Okay, we can feel it, we can see it, but there is no proper form. It is spreading all over. It is formless, non-physical. All of you know that. அருவமானது என்பதை உணர வேண்டும். உருவமற்றது அருவமானது என்பதை உணர வேண்டும். You have to feel that it doesn't have any physical nature, but it has a non-physical nature. Light has non-physical nature. வெப்ப ஆற்றலோடு கலப்பு கொண்டிடும் ஒளியானது, when this light is going to join with heat, பல்வேறு உருவங்களையும் ஏற்றிடும். Then it gets different forms. So light plus heat, then you are getting different forms according to our Muruga. எரி ஊட்டப்படும் பொருட்களின் தன்மைக்கு ஏற்ப ஒளியின் வடிவம் மாற்றம் கொண்டிடும். எரியூட்டப்படும் பொருட்களின் தன்மைக்கு ஏற்ப ஒளியின் வடிவம் மாற்றம் கொண்டிடும். So if you burn, whatever you burn with heat, light, heat, then accordingly the quality or the shape or the physical nature of the light changes according to what you are burning. எனினும் ஒளியினை நல்கிடும் மூலம் என்பது மிக உயரிய ஆற்றல் கொண்டது. எரியூட்டப்படும் பொருட்களின் தன்மைக்கேற்ப ஒளியின் வடிவம் மாற்றம் கொண்டிடும். எனினும் ஒளியினை நல்கிடும் மூலம் என்பது மிக உயரிய ஆற்றல் கொண்டது. So whatever is giving the light, the ultimate things, they are really having the quality of this ultimate, whichever is giving light in the universe. So first he says, Lord Muruga says, எரியூட்டப்படும் பொருட்கள். Any object that is being burnt fire or anything, and then light comes up, heat comes up, there you get different shapes, right? There the non-physical nature of the light to physical nature comes in. And he also says anything that gives a light has the universal capacity also, universal nature also. அணு எனும் சொல்லிற்கு அதீத ஆற்றல் உண்டு. When you say anu, that is the atom in Tamil, that word itself, anu, the word has so much deep meanings as well as so much power. ஆ எனும் உயிரெழுத்தினையும் உ எனும் ஆ எனும் உயிரெழுத்தினையும் உ எனும் உயிரெழுத்தினையும் ஒன்றிணைக்கும் சொல்லி அணுவாகம். In Tamil we have letters of soul and letters of body. There are 12 letters of soul. We call it A, E, and so on. So those 2 letters, A and U, they are life letters or soul letters. Uir letters, soul letters. இடைத்தோன்றல் இன் என்கின்ற மெய்யெழுத்தானது உயிர் ஆற்றலை இணைத்திடும் வகையில் செயல்படும். So in between you have the in, anu, right? In is coming. That in is actually, it is joining உயிர் ஆற்றல், the life force. It is joining the life force. U First of all, A is a Uyirilithu or the soul letter. U is another soul letter. And then In is giving the energy for these letters. That's what he's saying. That's what Muruga is saying. Anu is the letter itself has so deep meaning to it. அண்டத்தில் உள்ள பாதரசத்துகளையும் மானுட உலகிலே உள்ள பாதரசத்துகளையும் இணைப்பதே ஒளி ஆற்றலே. அண்டத்தில் உள்ள பாதரசத்துகளையும் மானுட உடல்களிலே உள்ள பாதத்தில் இணைப்பது ஒளி ஆற்றலே. This is a very important sentence. The mercury particles which is there in the universe is going to join with the mercury particles in the physical body of the humans by light. So all of you know where the mercury particles in the universe. Okay, at least very close to us, you have the mercury particles in the sun. Right? So we talked about already. And then in the human body, we also talked about the mercury particles is in your Atman. Okay, so Atman. So mercury particles of Atman and the mercury particles are the universe, particularly very close to the sun. What we have. So those are joined by sunlight. Sunlight joins these two. All right, very, very important sentence there. அணு என்பது 3 ஆற்றல்களை உடையது. When you say atom, yes, say don't confuse with the atoms of science. Okay, anu in spiritual world in Siddha is the smallest one in the universe. Can't divide. Even the scientific atom can be divided. All of you know. You can divide the nucleus. You can divide the electron, proton, and all those stuff. But the atom of the Siddhas, you cannot divide it. Okay, that is the atom. Anu என்பது 3 ஆற்றல்கள். So that atom has 3 energy types. 3 energy types. காந்த ஆற்றல், வெப்ப ஆற்றல், அதன் கழிவுகளான அமில ஆற்றல் எனும் நஞ்சாற்றல். So காந்த ஆற்றல் has magnetic energy. First one is magnetic energy. And second one is heat energy. First one is magnetic, second is heat. The third one is energy of acid or energy of toxicity. That is nothing but the excretory products of these two. The magnetic energy and the heat energy. And the excretory product is the acidic value or the nanjatra or toxic energy. Both acidic and toxic refer to the same thing. So what are the 3 energy parts of the atom? Number 1, magnetic. Number 2, heat. And number 3, acidic or toxic. Those 3 energies. அணுக்களின் முதன்மையான ஆற்றலான பாதரச ஆற்றல் என்பது, again he mixes with பாதரச ஆற்றல் and காந்த ஆற்றல் in between. First he said காந்த ஆற்றல், now he says பாதரச ஆற்றல். அணுக்களின் முதன்மையான ஆற்றலான பாதரச ஆற்றல் என்பது அதீத ஒளியினை கொண்டது. The mercury force has so much light. Adida, that is what is coming in the beginning. The mercury force is the one which is coming in the beginning, first 15 Nalhe, right? That has so much light property. That has so much light. Kulinda tanmai kundadu. It has very cooling character, cooling nature, cooling quality. Okay, light, it has cooling quality. Amridam Sarakam Atal Kundade. It has the quality of giving the Amridam, the ambrosia. Ambrosia quality is going to be there in that particular light, which has the magnetic energy.
Can you repeat that? I missed it.
The last sentence is ambrosia.
No,
Amridam. Amridam quality is given by this light. Before that, we are talking about அணுக்களின் முதன்மையான ஆற்றலான பாதரச ஆற்றல் என்பது அதீத ஒளியினை கொண்டது. The mercury energy has the highest amount of light. You can say the quality of the light or the characteristic of the light, much higher in the magnetic. In the mercury energy. Mercury energy coming for the 15 Nalhe, right? So that's about 3 hours. Am I right? 15, 24. Yeah, so it's 3 hours. So, Amridam Surakam Atal Kundadu, it has the quality of secreting the ambrosia with all the Siddhas All the yogis talked about ambrosia. It comes from where? From the light of the mercury. ஒளியின் மூலாதாரமான பாதரச ஆற்றல் குறித்து முழுமையாக அறிந்திருவோம். So we are going to again we have been talking about the mercury energy. So again we are going to talk about the ambrosia particularly in this lesson. பாதரச ஆற்றலின் முதன்மை ஆற்றலே அமிர்தம் என்று அழைக்கப்படுகிறது. So first energy of the mercury is the ambrosia. வெப்ப இழைகளோடு கலப்பு கொண்டிடும் பாதரச ஆற்றல் கொண்ட மூலக்கூறுகள் ஒன்றினை வெப்ப இழைகளோடு கலப்பு கொண்டிடும் பாதரச ஆற்றல். So when you are joining the mercury energy with the heat energy, right? கலப்பு கொண்டிடும் பாதரச ஆற்றல் கொண்ட மூலக்கூறுகள் ஒன்றினை ஒன்று ஈர்த்து கலப்பு கொண்டிடும். So that one has more attractive capacity. The mercury energy, the heat energy, it has more attraction, ஈர்ப்பு, attraction, ஈர்த்து கலப்பு கொண்டிடும். So that has more attraction. So the mercury and the heat is going to be attracted to each other and then it will combine. நஞ்சிலோடு கலப்பு கொண்டிடும் பாதரச ஆற்றலே கொடிய நஞ்சாக உருமாறிடும். But when the mercury energy is going to join with the acidic toxic energy, then it becomes very, very toxic. So mercury energy plus heat, you're okay. But mercury energy plus acidic or toxic is very, very bad. Okay? So they say. அடுத்து நஞ்சு ஆற்றலை சரி கலப்பு கொண்டிடும். நஞ்சுகளோடு கலப்பு கொண்டிடும் பாதரச ஆற்றலை கொடிய நஞ்சாக உருமாறிடும். பாதரசமானது நஞ்சினை அழித்து நல்ல ஆற்றலாய் திரித்திடும். So that is very toxic. But when you have the mercury energy with the toxic, that has a capacity to destroy the toxic energy also. Okay, it is very toxic, but then it is destroyed. What that means? What does it mean? That means when there is copper, gold, other energy coming, that means toxic energy is not taken away. So the mercury energy can take away, remove it. வாற்றின் மூலம் வெளித்தோன்றது கொடும் நஞ்சாகவே இருக்கும். நஞ்சு என்பது புறத்தில் கூடியதாகவும் அகத்திற்கு நன்மை பயக்கவே அமைந்திருக்கும். So for the human soul, for the human thing, it is going to be removing the toxic energy. But outside, it is going to be very toxic. All right? So remember the difference between. So when the mercury plus heat in the human soul, when it reaches us, then the toxic energy is taken away. But outside, the toxic energy is going to stay there. So there's a difference right there. So any question on this so far?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Just for my understanding. So for the last sentence that you said, the mercury energy, if it is not assimilated in the human soul, if it is not taken in by the human soul, then it is very toxic to the human.
No, it's not to the human. Outside.
Outside means what?
Out of the human. See, plants also get that same time. Plants are also there.
Okay.
Other stones
so you're
are
talking
also
about other living beings.
Yeah, living.
It's not that I understood as the mercury energy, when it is taken in by the human soul, it gets negated. But if it is not taken in, it is still toxic to humans, no?
Yeah, because you're not. Yeah, that's also true. Because okay, suppose you're meditating, right?
Correct.
See, intentionally you are receiving it.
Correct.
Intentionally you are receiving it.
Correct.
Forcefully. That time it is being negated.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So if you meditate during that time, or you are intentionally taking in that energy so that it combines with the human soul, then it is negated. But if you are just not around
unconscious
that time,
and sleeping.
And you're sleeping, or you're unconscious, or you are doing other work, so is that toxic?
Toxic, definitely it's toxic.
Is that what I understand?
Yeah,
correct?
It's toxic not only to you and also other
Other living. Is that correct? What I'm understanding?
Yeah. So just to make sure, let me read this sentence again. Okay. நஞ்சிலோடு கலப்பு கொண்டு பாதரச ஆற்றலை கொடிய நஞ்சாக உருமாறிடும். பாதரசமானது நஞ்சினை அழித்து நல்லாற்றலாய் தெரிந்திடும். இன்னும் அவ்வாற்றின் மூலம் வெளித்தோன்றுவது கொடும் நஞ்சாகவே அமைந்திருக்கும். நஞ்சு என்பது புறத்தில் கூடியதாகவும் அகத்திற்கு நன்மை பயக்கும் மனமே அமைந்திருக்கும். அகத்திற்கு means your inside soul. It means if you are awake when you are taking it, then it's negated completely.
So it has to enter the human soul. It has to be absorbed by the human soul in order to be negated.
Negated.
Is that correct?
Yeah. பாதரச ஒளியிழைகளில் any other question? Dr. Kriya or Freddy, if you have any question, you can always ask me in between. Okay? So, only two of them are here. நீங்க தமிழ்ல கூட கேட்கலாம் பிரியா, in case you have questions. All right. பாதரச ஒளி இழைகளில் முதன்மையாய் வெளித்தோன்றும் 3 ஆற்றல்களும் தேன்சுவை கொண்ட உயிராற்றலாய் விளங்கிடும். பாதரச ஒளி இழைகளில் முதன்மையாய் வெளித்தோன்றும் 3 வித ஆற்றலும் தேன்சுவை கொண்ட உயிராற்றலாய் விளங்கிவிடும். So the first 24 minutes, right? First நாழிகை முதன்மையாய் வெளித்தோன்றும் 3 ஆற்றல். With that time you have all the 3 energies coming out also, right? You have magnetic, heat, and toxic. I don't know that. Let me see whether I have the chart. I'm going to get the chart just to make sure what I'm saying is right. So, give me a second. Let's see what chart here. How are you doing with the time?
Very good.
So magnetic, heat, and toxic. So first Nariga, you are getting only magnetic and space. Then second Nariga, you are getting heat and then space. Third Nariga, you are getting toxic and space. Of course, you are getting mercury mineral, right? All these are mercury. So you're getting mercury, magnetic, and space in the first Nariga.
Space has the capacity of taking it out. That's what we learned before.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Mm-hmm. And then second Nariga, you're going to get mercury, heat, space. The third Nariga, you have mercury, toxic, and space.
Correct.
Okay, so that's what you have.
Since space is involved and Akash is involved, we learned from last class that has the capacity to reduce the acidity and toxic energy. So the first 3 naris are very important.
Mm-hmm. And then the fourth nari, you get mercury, magnetic, heat.
Which is still not bad.
Yeah. And the fifth nari, I think as long as mercury is there, that's what he says. So mercury, you're okay. So first 3 hours after sunrise is always good for you. That's why you're more active and clarity.
Before or after?
No, first night. After the 3 hours before, right? Before the sunrise. Mm-hmm. That part I'm saying. That part has always magnetic energy. That is good for you. So good to have the sun's energy. So that's why the morning sun is always more protective for people. Okay. So I have the chart. In case you have any question, you can go through it also. So பாதரச ஒளி இழைகளில் முதன்மையாய் வெளித்தோன்றும் 3 வித ஆற்றல்களும் first time whatever is giving, right, all this magnetic heat and toxic energy, they all have the தேன்சுவை. They have the அமிர்தம், ambrosia. தேன்சுவை கொண்ட விராட்டாய் விளங்கிடும். பாதரசம் என்பது காந்த ஆற்றல் கொண்டது. So that means the mercury, it definitely has the காந்த ஆற்றல், magnetic energy, right? Magnetic energy has. எனினும் வெப்ப ஆற்றோடு இணைந்தே பயணிக்கும் ஈர்ப்பு திறன் கொண்டு ஒன்று இணையும் ஆற்றல்கள் ஒளியின் உயர்ந்த ஆற்றலாகும். He also says when the mercury plus heat, that is all the highest form of energy. That comes as second nari, right? Second nari. ஆற்றல் high energy, more energy. ஆற்றல் ஒளியின் உயர்ந்த ஆற்றலாகும். That is highest energy. முதன்மையாய் வெளித்தோன்றும் ஆற்றல் என்பது புறத்திலே தேன் என்றே அறியப்படும் மலர்களின் ஆற்றலை ஒத்ததாகும். So the amirda or ambrosia of the flowers, thein, right? Flowers, where the honeybees go and collect it.
The
Nectar. So it is almost equal to that. And Muruga says the nectar you're getting from the sun during that time is equal to the nectar of the flowers. Almost like you're taking the nectar of the flowers. அமிர்த ஆற்றல் என்றே உணரப்படும் முதன்மை ஒளியழியானது மானுட ஆன்மாக்கால் எளிதில் ஈர்க்கப்படும். So human soul has a capacity to easily absorb this. That is why we have more importance for this Brahma Muhurta in our tradition. Okay, so easily you can absorb this. எளிதில் ஆற்றல் சிரசில் பரவிடும். Easily it will spread to your sirasu. Okay, so you have to remember this. Even if you get up, meditate that time, and then go back to sleep, even then it has a good effect. All right, because you are there that time to get this energy during the Muhurta time. So always go there, sunrise time, 3 hours before, starting the first Narigai. From there, collect for at least 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. So what happened 90 minutes? First 24, 48.
It's 144 minutes.
48 plus 24 is how much?
24 times 3. It's 72 minutes.
5?
It's 144.
122 hours.
24 times 5, right?
That is 120.
120 minutes.
120 minutes. That's 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that is 5. Within 5th Nariga, you have heat.
6th Nariga is also good because even though it's toxic, because of Akash being there, it negates it.
Right. 6th Nariga doesn't have Akash. 6th Nariga has mercury, toxic, and heat.
Oh, the heat. So the first 5 Narigas.
Yeah. So I can say the first 3 is definitely Amritam. First 3. Rest of them is not that bad, but first 3 is Amritam. So 24 times 3 is 72, right? Mm-hmm. 72, that means about 1.5, approximately 1 hour 24 minutes. 72, so 1 hour 22 minutes. So you can say approximately 1 hour 30 minutes, right? 1.5 hours. So that's why they always say 90 minutes approximately, right? So that's good. So first 1.5 hours we can deal in it from there. First 1.5 hours after the first Nariga. Very good. So if you are, I know some people, some yogis, some siddhas, they want to get this Amirda ambrosia somehow, because that is the one which is purifying your karmas. It is giving, even if they even go to the level of saying it gives deathlessness. They say mangai pal, tengai pal in many of the siddhas sayings. Tengai pal, all of you know what is it, coconut water. Mangai pal means the milk of the physical body. That ambrosia is coming during that time. So the siddhas always will be asking as a question, when am I going to drink the mangai pal? Tengai pal, why should I go and like the tengai pal? It's always in twilight language, right? Double meaning. So why should I go for the tengai pal, that is coconut milk, when I have my mangai pal, when I have my own amirda? Because they drink this milk all the time, ambrosia all the time. In fact, there is some of you have time, you can go and check. There is a video called 19th Siddha. He's still living. He doesn't eat and he doesn't drink anything. He's still living. He's in Vellore, one of the mountains in Vellore, and he actually demonstrated how he gets Amirda. When he's into meditation, he drinks Amirda. It secretes it inside his close to his third eye, and he drinks it. And then he says there is no need for me to any food, any drink. So he was living for quite a number of years. He's still alive. So if some of you interested, you can see the video. Maybe we can watch it sometime. An amazing person. So Amirda is a very, very important concept of deathlessness by Siddhas. Long life, deathlessness. In different ways, Siddhas, even Valalar is saying many of his songs. And there are many Siddhas, all the 18 Siddhas I've been talking about this all along. In my experience and my readings, I have seen this. When I jotted down some of the tools and techniques of deathlessness, Siddhas, this is the main thing I focused on, is Mangai Pal, Amridam, Ambrosia. Now Lord Muruga himself saying exactly when you get it, when you get Amridam.
Is the same combination repeated anytime else during the night, evening, or no? Never. So is this the only time?
Mercury, Mercury is very important, right? Mercury is coming only during the...
Anytime else? No.
No,
not
this
during,
combination doesn't come in at that time.
No, only during Brahma Muhurta.
Yeah.
Only during.
Mudal Mundu Nargilum. Any other question? Dr. Kriya or Freddy, let me know. Mudal, how are you doing with the time?
Okay.
Mudal Mundu Nargilum, Puvin Shurchine Kanutral, Jelidinile Unandidalam. Dr. Muruga says, if you really look at the earth, focus on the earth in the first 3 Nargi. Right? So first 3 Nargi is 70 minutes, right? So in that time, if you look at that, you can feel Lord Muruga, so you can feel the rotation of the earth. You can feel the tendril. What do you say tendril in English?
Breeze.
Nice breeze. You can feel that there's a nice breeze. Tendril is a very, very important word in Tamil. At least that much I know. Very nice feeling. When you are really tired, when you are sweating, and suddenly you have a breeze coming. Or in the evening, very quiet and nice breeze coming. Early morning, sometimes you enjoy the nice breeze. That is tendril. Many of the magazines are called tendril. Many of the articles are called tendril in Tamil, because that's a very, very important word. Iniya tendrilaga, nice breeze, vayu on the position. At that time, the air will be like a nice breeze all over the earth, it seems. The first 3 Nargi. So even if you go out of the house or room outside, you will feel it. Iniya narumanamum, பூக்களின் மலர்ச்சியும் குளிர்ந்த காற்றும் புவினை முழுமையாக ஆட்கொண்டிடும். Okay? Inia narumanam, you get beautiful, nice smell, and then you will also see the flowers flowering, and you also see the air very cold also. விழித்தே செயல்புரியும் மாணவர்கள் விழிப்புணர்வு கொண்டு உயிரையும் அதன் சுழற்சியையும் சூழலையும் கொண்டு வந்தால் மாபெரும் உண்மையை பெறப்படும். So Lord Muruga is asking to be aware. Open your eyes and be aware during that time. With this, if you act and you are aware during that time, if you can look at the earth that time, the Surachinayim, we can feel the movement of the earth. Suralayim, you can also feel the surroundings. You will see a lot of truth behind what I'm saying. So he is definitely saying to be aware during the first 3 Nargi. 72 minutes after 70 minutes. First of all, you have to find out what is the sunrise that day, and then 3 hours before the first Nargi, and then from there 1.5 hours, 72 minutes, 3 Nargi, to be exact 3 Nargi. Okay, should be. He says to be awake, meditate, walk outside, whatever you do. Uyeriya Nermari Atralai, again, this is only for the serious Siddhas, and we are following Siddha's path. Please try it. Do some experiment yourself. See how the day goes for you. Okay? So you can try that. Let me stop me when the time is up. Uyeriya Nermari Atralai Petrin Puvikuranazu Surachil Menmei Velipaduttum. Then Lord Muruga also says, so positive energy is coming during that time. The highest positive energy also. He says highest positive energy is coming during that time. சுழற்சியில் மென்மை வெளிப்படுத்தும். Even the, I don't know, only the satellite can say this. Now the Chandrayaan things, maybe satellite can look at that time, and then it says even the Earth rotation is very, very soft, it seems, during that time. Rotation of the Earth is very, very soft, it seems. கால நேரத்திலும் சற்றே கூடியே காண்படும். You can even increase. Amazing. Lord Muruga says even the kala neram, you get easy increased time, it seems. Time will go very slow. That's what he means. Time will go very slow. So, kala nerathilum sittre kuriye kaanapadum. You got extra time. முதல் 3 நாழிகையிலும் அமிர்தம் எனப்படும் உயிராற்றல் சுதந்திரம் தருகிறது. So first 3, that time he clearly says this. First 3 நாழிகை, 7 minutes, the time you get the Amirda, time you get the ambrosia from the sun. சந்திரனின் சுழற்சியினை கொண்டு ஆற்றல்கள் பரிமாற்றம் நிகழ்ந்ததினாலும் அனுதினமும் விடியலிலே 3 நாழிகை நேரம் அமிர்தம் எனப்படும் உயிராற்றல் சுரந்திடும் நம் சத்திய நிலையினை உணர வேண்டும். ஜீவன் செய்ய சத்திய நிலை. சந்திரனின் சுழற்சியினை கொண்டு Sakarical Lord Muruga, he accepts that because of the moon also, there is some changes in the sun. All of you know, moon also has the gravitational energy. There is some change in the earth also. But even then, the first 3 Nargay, right? First 3 Nargay, definitely you get is ambrosia. Satyanilay is absolute truth. That he said definitely. There may be some changes because of the moon's rotation also. Is depending on moon's closeness away from the earth or whatever. But definitely you are getting ambrosia. Amount will be changing. 60 நாழிகையில் முதல் 3 நாழிகையிலும் அமிர்தம் எனும் உயிராற்றலை சுரக்கும். எனினும் அவற்றின் 3 நிலைகளையும் அவை வெளிப்படுத்தும். முதல் நாழிகையின் துவக்கத்தில் ஆற்றல்கள் அற்ற நிர்மலமான தன்மையை வெளிப்படும். அவற்றின் 3 நிலைகளையும் அவை வெளிப்படுத்தும். So the first 3, not only it gives the ambrosia, the ambrosia has 3 states, it seems. 3 states in the ambrosia, and that is can be understood if you are aware and get the energy. Ambrosia. So Lord Muruga says ambrosia itself has 3 states. That will be understood. That can be understood also. Any question on this? He's going very, very deep into this ambrosia part. Maybe that is why we are getting very important a poem from Siddhas on this ambrosia. Okay, when next time maybe I'll try to get the poems of the Siddhas. Exact poem. Essentially, they say, "Manga palandulukku thengai palidukadi," and I can drink this ambrosia. What is the need for the coconut milk? So there are a lot of Siddhas I have noted down in many of my notebooks when I was jotting down this deathless heart techniques of our Siddhas. I have noted down all this in somewhere. I'll check it. So it's very, very important energy. முதல் நாழிகையின் இறுதியிலும் 2வது நாழிகையில் சரிபாதி ஆற்றலிலும் உயிர் ஆற்றலாம் உயிர் ஆற்றலிலும் அமிர்தம் சுரந்திடும். Now he is explaining those 3 parts.
The 3 states.
Yeah, 3 states. முதல் நாழிகையின் இறுதியிலும் 2வது நாழிகையின் சரிபாதி காலத்திலும் உயிர் ஆற்றலாம் உயிர் ஆற்றல் எனும் அமிர்தம். So energy of the life itself, உயிர் ஆற்றல். Energy of the life. Yes, energy of the life is coming during the first Narigai and the half of the second Narigai. That means 24 plus 12. That's 36. You can say first 36 minutes. You get the Veeratal. You get the life energy itself is coming. Okay, life energy. பின்தொடரும் தருணத்தில் அமிர்த சுவையானது இனிப்புச் சுவையின் 2ஆம் பிரிவில் தோன்றும். The second part coming is afterwards. After 36, because once the 36 goes, it is exactly half, right? 36 plus 36, 72. So first 36 minutes, you are getting the Veeratal. Life energy is coming. The second part has sweet, அமிர்த இனிப்பு, அமிர்த சுவை, இனிப்பு. That means it's very, very sweet. இறுதியின் மூன்றாம் நாழிகையானது முடிவடையும் தருணத்தில் அமிர்த சுவையின் கசடுகள் எனும் கசப்பு சுவை உருவாகும். After the third, you have the bitterness will come out. மூன்றாம் நாள் முடிவடையும். So until the third நாழிகை, until 70 minutes, you are getting sweet as well as Virata. The highest energy is coming for first 36 minutes. After 36 minutes, still you are getting Amrita, but it's sweet, it's good. But then after that, immediately you are getting the kasadu or bitter taste. Of course, we know that bitter taste is taken away by the magnetic energy also. Anyway, மூன்றாம் நாழிகையின் இறுதியில் மூன்றில் ஒரு பாகம் காலத்துக்கு மாத்திரமே நஞ்சாக வெளித்தோன்றும். அமிர்தத்தின் கசடின் கசப்பு சுவை உருவாகும். மூன்றாம் நாளின் இறுதியில் மூன்றில் ஒரு பாகம் காலத்திற்கு மாத்திரமே நஞ்சானது. So even in the third, at the end of the third நாழிகை, மூன்றில் ஒரு பாகம், only three once of 3 times. That's the once of 3 times is how much? 8 minutes. 1/3. மூன்று ஒரு பாகம் காலத்துக்கு மட்டுமே நஞ்சினது. So that bitter taste will come only 1/3 of the time. 1/3 is 8 minutes. எனினும் எனினும் காந்த இழையில் பயணித்து வெளித்தோன்றும் ஆற்றுகளையே பிரதிபலிக்கும். நஞ்சு இழையை பயணித்தாலும் வெளித்தோன்ற அமிர்தம் எனும் காரணத்தினால் அந்த தன்மையான சற்றே மாற்றம் கொண்டு வெளித்தோன்றும். See, first he says it is having bitterness. And then he says the real toxic energy is coming only the 1/3 of the time, that is 8 minutes. And then he says, even though it is toxic and everything, but still it will change. It will be changed by the magnetic energy. Okay, so the matram kunde. So that means it is changed by the magnetic energy, but not in the rest of the time. The rest of the time definitely going to be toxic. Like say, for example, you have copper minerals coming after 15 RA. Then you have gold minerals coming after. Then you have silver minerals coming after. Those times, definitely toxic. But only in the 15 RA, it will be having neutral or matram. Okay. Let me finish this page and then you can tell me the time. The time? Okay, last paragraph. மலர்களில் அமிர்தம் எனும் தேன் சுவையானது உருவாகும் தருணமே முதல் 3 நாட்கள் என்றே உணர வேண்டும். Wow. Even in the flowers, the first 3 nari is a time when the nectar is coming. Maybe this is why the thin, why they are giving more importance. Thin is a quality, right? Where is the?
It's coming from bees, which is coming
bees,
from,
yeah. So that is why we always take it and have good energy. Even in the, according to the sentence, even in the flowers, the nectar or the flowers comes during the first 3 நாழிகை. மலர்கள் யாவுமே இவ்வுயரிய ஒளி ஆற்றலை எளிதாக ஈர்த்து வெளிப்படுத்தும் ஆற்றல் கொண்டது. All the flowers have the capacity to absorb the energy in that time. அதன் பின்னரே அவை மலர்ச்சியினை வெளிப்படுத்தும். Then only they flower. பின்னரே நறுமணம் தோன்றும். Only after that he has a beautiful smell. முதல் 3 நாழிகையிலும் உருவாகும் அமிர்த ஆற்றலானது மாடு ஆன்மாக்களையும் சென்றடையும். முதல் 3 நாழிகையிலும் உருவாகும் அமிர்த ஆற்றலானது மாடு ஆன்மாக்களையும் சென்றடையும். So just like the flowers are getting energy and the nectar, it will go and reach the human souls also. That's where he stops. I think this lesson in this chapter is very, very important for Siddhas who are aiming towards deathlessness or the Maranamala Peruvaru. Those who are trying to achieve that. This is a very, very important lesson. Any question? No question. Okay, Dr. Priya, are you still there? Any meeting இருக்கீங்களா? You're still there? Any? எது question இருக்கா உங்களுக்கு? ரொம்ப நல்லா முருகர் சொல்றாரு இந்த அமிர்தத்தை பத்தி. You know very well, அமிர்தம் is very important in our tradition. அந்த அமிர்தம் வந்தால் தான் எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு டெத்லெஸ்ஸாக கிடைக்கும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அதை பற்றி சொல்றாரு இவர் எப்போ கிடைக்கும் அப்படின்ட்டு. என்ன கொஸ்டின் உங்களுக்கு இது இருக்கா? இல்லை, நீங்க இந்த புக்கு படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இல்லையா? வெரி குட், வெரி நைஸ், வெரி நைஸ். Freddy, you have any question? Freddie, are you still there? I don't think Freddie is there. Okay. I don't think you are still there, but if you have any question, let me know, Freddie. You can talk to me later on also when you are in the ashram. All right. So I'm going to stop here today's satsang. Priya madam, எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்குது சென்டர்லாம்? Anything new?
சார் நல்லா போகுது சார்.
நல்லா போகுதுல, வெரி குட். மை பிளெஸிங்ஸ். அவர் பாலாஜி சார் எப்படி இருக்காரு? அவரோட மெடிசின் சென்டர் எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு?
நல்லா போயிட்டு இருக்கு சார்.
வெரி குட், வெரி குட். தேங்க் யூ.
ஈஷா யோகால இருந்து அங்க சென்டர்ல வச்சு 10 days கேம்ப் பண்றாங்க சார்.
வெரி குட், வெரி குட், வெரி நைஸ். யாரு டீச்சர் சார் நடத்துறா?
அங்க கோயம்புத்தூர்ல இருந்து வர்றதா சொன்னாங்க. எனக்கு கரெக்ட்டா டீடைல்ஸ் தெரியல சார், யார் வர்றாங்க என்ன.
வெரி குட், வெரி குட். சரி, பாலாஜி சார் நடத்துறாரா இல்ல வேற யாரும் ரெண்ட் பண்ணி நடத்துறாங்களா?
இல்ல, வேறவங்க வந்து எடுக்கறாங்க. அந்த ஹால மட்டும் சார் கிட்ட கேட்டு
யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்களா? வெரி குட், வெரி குட், வெரி நைஸ். As long as it is working for the spiritual progress, why not? That's a nice activity. Thank you. Thanks for informing. அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு ஏதோ நியூ புதுசா ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஜாயின் பண்றாங்களா?
ஆமா சார், இப்போ 38 கோர்ஸ் நான் செப்டம்பர்ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன் சார். 5 பேர் இப்ப அடுத்த பேட்சுக்கு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அந்த 38 கோர்ஸ் முடிச்சவங்க பிஜி டிப்ளமோ இன் யோகால 4 பேர் சேர்றதா சொல்லியிருக்காங்க சார்.
வெரி குட். நீங்க நம்ம யோகா மெடிடேஷன்ஸ் இதுலயும் நீங்க அந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் போடுங்க திருப்பி. You can do it anytime you want. So any international student they join, they can also join your group. சரிங்களா?
Okay.
Because Malaysia, Singapore, they are all aware of our center. In fact, நான் வந்து பெங்களூர்ல இருந்தப்போ இந்த மலேசியால வந்து PhD வாங்கினார். So he is aware of our university. In fact, he was inviting me to come there. மலேசியாவுக்கு போக வேண்டியிருக்கு. அதேமாரி அவருக்கு வந்து சிங்கப்பூர் நிறைய கனெக்ஷன் இருக்குது. அவர் சென்டர் கூட வச்சிருக்காரு சிங்கப்பூர்ல. ஸோ we have connections coming out. நீங்கள் வந்து யுவாவில் நீங்கள் போட்டிங்கன்னா அதில் எல்லாமே பார்ப்பாங்க நம்ம மெடிடேஷன். சரிங்களா? So very soon they will be joining.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for coming. All right. So let's finish our meditation with Shivaya Nama. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namaya Navasima Mavayana Sisiya Namava Vashimayana Om Shivaya Namaya
Mavayana Sisiya Namava Vashimayana Om
Shivaya Namah
Mavayana Shishiya 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 Namava Vashimayana
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Kriya Bhavajana. Om Kriya Bhavajana. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Freddie. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. See you later. See you next week.
YouTube off பண்ணு. காட்டுல பிரசாரம் பட்டுமா